Alrighty. Um, Today is 13th of Monday, January 13th, Monday. And today what am I doing today? Anyways, so let me lock in. So let's talk about the market. Let's talk about my trades. On Friday, I did not make a video. I was busy, even though one of my resolutions and goals is to make a video every day that I trade. The days that I don't trade, I won't make a video. So I think Thursday I didn't trade. So I didn't make a video. But anyways, Friday I did trade. I traded two different things mainly. Yeah, it was more like a scratch day for me. Um, so I bought CEG in the morning. Alrighty. Um, Today is 13th of Monday, January 13th, Monday. And today what am I doing today? Anyways, so let me lock in. So let's talk about the market. Let's talk about my trades. On Friday, I did not make a video. I was busy, even though one of my resolutions and goals is to make a video every day that I trade. The days that I don't trade, I won't make a video. So I think Thursday I didn't trade. So I didn't make a video. But anyways, Friday I did trade. I traded two different things mainly. Yeah, it was more like a scratch day for me. Um, so I bought CEG in the morning. CEG late day like 210. I mean 290, and I only bought like 10, 20 shares. I don't remember. Just like really small size because I didn't like the market we were in. I know it had great news and it was an EP, but I did not like the market we were in. The market was weak. Things were selling off. It was just like there was like a bloodbath there. If you look at the SPY, I mean, it just gapped down and it was just selling all day. And I was like, well, I don't think this one will hold. And I ended up selling that one like at 305 ish. For like maybe I think it was like $100 win, or maybe did a little more than that. But the reason why I sold it, not only that I didn't like the market, what also was that in the morning I shorted Tesla. I shorted Tesla at this day here at 397, or 397, 398 ish area. I was risking like 400, 401. Because of this, you can kind of see here. A better view. So I was risking, yeah. So I was risking like right here. I think I got in like 397 4, and then I was risking 400, like 450. Um, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Here, yeah, this is the one. Um, this day, fucking idiot. Anyways, um, so I was shorting it around here, and ended up covering at 390, 389 ish area. I was covering along the way down, and I made like I think it was like 650 or six something. But I was also trying to short QUBT that same day. This one. Um, for some reason, while I was shorting it, it was going against me. I think I was shorting it. Nope. I was shorting it in this area here, like around the $10 area. I just kept getting chopped up and chopped up and chopped up. So I ended up losing $600. So those two trades kind of broke even for me. And then when I sold CEG, that's what kind of made it positive. So I ended up walking away with like $60. So it was like a scratch day. So yeah, whatever. Today I was looking through my scans, and I saw the market kind of gap down just slightly, just slightly. Actually, no, I'm lying. Huge. It gapped down huge. This is a closed here and it opened down here, so pretty big. A little less than 1%, but I thought I was like, well, if we can either bounce back up to this moving average or just completely flush. So I didn't know what was gonna happen, but the market was weak, and I was looking through my um through my scans, and I saw in my watch list. I was looking through my quantum watch list. I saw GRRR going pretty crazy. It was up about 25%, and I was like, well, this is kind of weird. In pre-market, it was when I saw it, it was up at like 1420. So right around up here in this area. I went all the way up to 1450. I was debating about shorting it pre-market, but yeah, I was just scared. So I was gonna short it at 14. So the spread was actually pretty big during pre-market too. It was like 14.35 and like 14.11. So the bid was like 14.11 and the ask was like 14.35. And I was like, if I want to short this, I'm automatically gonna lose 20 cents, depending on what size I am, right? At least 20 cents. So I was like, you know what? Let me just wait till the open. So um, I think it ended up opening up right here. You can see it opened up at 13.50. So I was like, well, that could have been great, but I don't even know if I would have got filled with the amount of size I wanted to go in on this. And the reason why I was very confident in this one and I wanted to go pretty big size on this one, I think I went max size, just slightly under max size, was because everything else was very, very weak. Everything else was below its previous day, below its previous day low, and GRR was the only one up. And I was like, well, this doesn't really seem strong in the first place. I don't think this is a bounce. It is a bounce, but I don't think this bounce is going to hold because everything else is going to be selling off. So I came to the conclusion. I looked at the filings a little bit, and I saw some stuff about offerings and stuff that they had loaded and whatever. Now, do I understand it? Not really, but it kind of helped with the thesis. I always wanted to learn how to do more fundamentals, but I don't really trade like this every day, so it doesn't really matter. So I ended up waiting for the open, and I'll show you a screenshot and I go exactly what I did. It was pretty scary in the morning, to be honest with you. I was like, oh god, this is not good. Um, so obviously it's gonna be intraday. It's not gonna be a full chart of the day. So um, just work with me, and then here we go. So you see, I don't pay for Windows, but anyways. So in the morning, I was up here. In the morning, I was watching it here when I woke up, or when I was doing my scans and everything, and I saw it on the scanner. I was like, okay, should probably get short here, but the spread was too big, and I was like, with the size I want to do, I'm gonna be down a couple $100 just based off the spread. I was like, yeah, forget that. Maybe during the day or when it opens up, the spread would tighten up and it'll get better. And I saw it get weak in the morning, and then it kind of came back to VWAP. It was like bouncing up and down for a little bit, and I saw it pulling back down, and then I started shorting it here. So this one here, I think I got maybe 100 shares, which is like maybe less than a tenth of the size, way less than a tenth of the size. And it kind of just got me in there, and then I saw it flush, and I was like, all right, get me in. And then boom, it kind of cracked a little bit, and I was waiting for it to fail, and then it just completely recovered. I had a really tight stop, really tight stop. So I saw it just come right back, and I was next thing you know, I look over, I'm down $700 because the spread was still kind of big, and I was in such big size, and I was like, this whatever. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this reacts later, and so I just kept watching it and watching and watching it for these next 10 to 15 minutes, I think. Let's see, oh, sorry about that. One, two, three, four, five. So yeah, the next 10 minutes, and I see it kind of like getting. It looked like there was a wall here at 14, right at 14 too. I think the high of that was let's check. The high was 14. It's like, okay, it's an even number. The high is set for now. It looked like it rejected it pretty well. If you can see here, it was like a big buying into it, and then it just got rejected. So I had my order out for 4,500 shares right here, like 1390, 14, and SSR was on. So I just had my shares there. I just had my order out, and literally 10 shares got filled out of the $4,500. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then it proceeds to get weak, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this go down on me like I've done in the past before. I was like, what? This got under view up again. And I was like, I'm gonna go. I gotta go fill the rest of my shares. So I pull it down and put my order down, and it get filled. And so my max daily loss is $1,000, right? So I'm already down 700, and I was like, you know what, my risk is going to be 1% of my account, which would have been 400. So I was like, well, I just gotta let this thing, stop me out for my max daily loss of 1,000, which would have been another $300 loss, or I just let it run. So I shorted it, and it got weak, and I just covered all the way on the way down. So each one of these is half of the size of the previous. So for example, here I got shorted 4,500 at 1330, and then I covered. Let's let's see, how much did I cover? I covered 1,200 shares, 250 shares at like 12.85, which is 50 cents. But I mean, I was down, mind you. You know, you do the math. I was down 700, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm up this much. I gotta cover at least half, so to break even, right? So I covered half, and I was up like $100 now. I was like, wow, that's a big swing. That was an $800 swing right there, just covering half. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I just kept watching to see a flush, and I was like, okay, let me cover some half again. So that one I covered, 12.50. I'm sorry. The one I covered here was let's see the math. Sorry. It was yeah. It was 2,000 shares here. So now I was at 2,500. Yeah, covered 2,000 shares here, and then I covered 1250 because I had 2,500 shares left. And I come back, I look again, and it flushed again. It just took some time. I covered another 600. Yeah, I covered 650 shares here. Sorry, and I covered 300 shares here. So I was at 300 shares left, and I was waiting for it to run, and then I wasn't at home. I was busy. Right now today I was working out, and I looked at my phone and I was like, okay, the price is at $11, and I was like, ooh. I was doing the math in my head. I was like, if I cover now, I clear a milestone number, and I was like, wow, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should call. But I was like literally in the middle of my workout. Like I'm out of breath. I'm sweating. I'm dripping sweat. I can't really take a break. I could, but I was sitting there and I was like, man, should I call my broker and just tell him to get me out? And I would have cleared a milestone, and I think for a singular stock in a day, I think I would have definitely cleared a milestone. And I was like, nah, we'll just see if it fails for the rest of the day. Just like a all day fader. And you come back and I'm like, God damn it, I'm up. It bounced like $1. So that milestone's not there anymore, but it is what it is. And then I covered like half, so I covered 150 shares here, and I'm still holding on to 150. The price right now is 1209, so I think I'm just gonna completely cover, or since it's just under VWAP, maybe short it again because I have what 2 more hours till the market closes, and we can see if we can get a little flush. But then I'll risk some profits, so I don't really want to do that because today was a great day. But that was my trading today. There was only one thing on my mind, was this one. Um, I was gonna do that or short Tesla, but I mean, it's still in a range in my opinion. We'll see how the market goes, but it's still in a range here, and it needs to tighten up just a little bit, and then we'll see what direction the market picks or where the market's gonna go. But it does not seem great, so we'll see how that's gonna go. So that was literally my only thesis today, my only plan today. I didn't want to overtrade and just try to force a trade and do some other dumb stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. I only traded that one today. I was because look at all these other ones. Look at this, down 39%, down, whatever. This was the only one that was kind of up. It was up here when I first saw it. I was like, this thing it bounced massive. What is it? Like it bounced, yeah, 20 to 25%. I was like, whoa, that's abnormal, especially looking at all these other ones that didn't bounce at all, that gapped down. I was like, okay, well, this is gonna sell off. There's no way this thing holds. And it happened. It worked out. So yeah, that's it for me today. Market is pulling back, as you can tell, with the Qs. You can see it back down to the 50, to the 100-day moving average. So that's not good at all. We'll see if it can bounce off of this. Well, the SPY is underneath it, so that's not good at all. We'll see if it can reclaim the 100, or if it's going to reject this 100 and go further down. But yeah, we will see what's happening. But for the meantime, I'm short biased right now. I'm not really buying any breakouts. I'm not really looking at breakouts right now. The market is not in tune for breakouts at this moment. Oh, what the heck is this? I've never seen this before. 4 times leverage? Okay, whatever. Sorry. Yeah, so all these breakouts that I'm seeing, that doesn't. Sorry, I just stuttered. There is no breakouts at all right now. None whatsoever. There's EPs and stuff like that, but I don't think there's a single breakout, to be honest with you. And if it is, I wouldn't even trust it. Just going through experience. Yeah, I don't see anything. Not even, maybe there's a couple setups. I think the setups that I see, let's see. So I'm looking at into gas and oil right now. They're expecting it to be a cold winter on the East Coast, which is going to cause shortages in gas, natural gas, I think. That's what an article I read. So we'll see about that. If it can set up, that'd be nice. But I mean, Hood is still set up, good setup too. Like look in the weekly, it looks very nice. High tide flag in the weekly, looks pretty good. CRDO can recover just a little bit, come back up above these moving averages. That's pretty good too. Rocket Lab looked good this morning. Not looking that good now. If it can stay above these lows, if it can stay above this, if it can recover with these lows, I think it'll be good. And then HSAI is still looking pretty fire. Just right in that 20-day moving average. We'll see how this one goes as well. But other than that, I don't really see. Oh, SEI as well. Yeah. Especially the oil names. Yeah. But I gotta make this video short. I got something to do. It's not even that short. It's 15 minutes. But BlackBerry also looks good, but I don't think this is worthy. But we'll see. You never know. Could be the start of the meme stocks again. I mean, GME doesn't look. It looks pretty. Dog looks pretty bad. AMC setting off, but yeah. So nothing really else to talk about. Don't know. Don't even know if I'm gonna trade tomorrow. What's there to trade? There's not really anything that's looking. That looks good. So yeah. Alrighty. See you guys.